Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I purchased some more bee equipment from MannLake. A couple of NUC boxes with a telescoping cover. I think another NUC sized box that I want to use maybe for a swarm trap. But from what I've been reading, there's an alternative to using the heavy 10 frame or 8 frame hives, and that's using double NUCs. And the double NUCs is almost the bottom brood chamber is the size of an 8 frame, but it has a divider in it. And the two colonies enter from separate entrances on opposite sides, and then you just stack NUC boxes as you need them. And the profile is similar to an 8 frame hive. One of the advantages is you can overwinter a NUC. I guess if you want to sell that NUC colony, the overwintered NUCs are a proven colony. They've made it through the winter, and I guess they get a premium, command a premium price. But one of the advantages also is that the two colonies together will cluster on the common wall, and they help each other out through the winter, providing heat to each other. And one of the major advantages, that the reason I'm looking into this, is that it's not as heavy. It's a lot easier to manipulate 4 or 5 frame NUC boxes, in this case 4 frames, and I'm thinking it maybe resembles more of a cavity that you would find in a natural tree. I think it's very seldom you're going to find a hollowed out tree that's going to be the size of a 10 frame. And I have seen in other videos where people mention that the 10 frames, the bees don't necessarily or tend not to use the 2 outer frames, so maybe 10 frame box is a little bit too much. And I understand the reasoning where going through the winter, that's quite a large cavity to try to keep warm, to cluster to keep warm. So it could be that a smaller, an 8 frame, or in this case I'm looking at 4 frame NUCs, it's a lot more easier to maintain a temperature that they can survive in, doing a little bit less work than a very larger space. So I think I might try that, give that a shot. If not, the 8 frames, definitely I'm going toward the 8 frame hives instead of the 10 frames, which can get up to like 80 pounds, I guess. The supers, I think, get really heavy if they're full. So let's open this package up. Take a look. Things that I have to assemble. It's unassembled. I purchased this, I never heard about this before. This is called Swarm Commander, and I just happened to see a video on one of the first swarms caught this spring with someone using Swarm Commander. It's really expensive. This bottle was over $29, but they set up a NUC during a swarm with this sprayed in the NUC box, and the swarm immediately went into the box. Let's see, what do we got here? Oh, this here is another, it's a queen clip. Capture the queen. And another swarm lure here. I think I need to put this, keep in a tightly sealed jar in the refrigerator or freezer. Probably the pheromone from a queen. Got their latest 2017 catalog. Oh, and I purchased some frames without foundation. I want to add a frame without any foundation, but you need like a starter strip at the top to give the bees a guide so they draw out the comb nice and straight in the frame. But I'd like to have just all natural wax comb, and that way I could have, if there's no brood in it, hopefully I could cut it out and have some nice comb honey. So here is a NUC. This is an unassembled NUC box. I could probably do this, so I wanted to see, I want to have an example. See how this is made, take the dimensions off of this. You can get these dimensions online for NUC boxes. You just have these rabbits. Like 3/4 inch. You just can't get this type of quality wood though at Home Depot. Have to find an independent source, some small shop or something. So this is one of the boxes that I need to assemble. Oh, that wasn't that good. That'll be on the inside though, so it doesn't really matter. So that's one of the NUC boxes I need to assemble. See what this is. These are frames. The individual components. More frames. This should be the NUC kit with the telescoping cover. Is it going to be in here? That's a complete NUC. There's the bottom board. Remove the hardware. Those are the rails that the frames sit on, and the inner cover, or the telescoping top cover, is on the bottom. The sides, it's the inner cover. And the top cover is all assembled. That's the size, even that's pretty big, so I like this idea of stacking nukes side by side to essentially have two colonies and the size of an 8-frame hive. So this is what it looks like. I was mistaken, these are the cleats. I don't know what I was thinking. The frame just fits on between the rabbets that they made on the two end walls. So this is a full-size or a deep frame, and that just goes in there and it holds 5. Actually, it seems like that would hold more than 5. No, that's 5. It just seems like there's a little bit more play. So you'd really have to make sure that you have these spaced equally. So it's a 5-frame NUC box. Oh, and like I was saying, I was mistaken. These cleats, these are just handles to hold on to. And I have to make sure that this is low enough so when I put the telescoping cover on, the inner cover, like that, and the telescoping cover, and this goes like that. And you put these on. So this is a MannLake 5-frame NUC box. Hopefully I don't think I have to worry about swarms until June here in Massachusetts. So this is New England gardening. Seems like a nice, even this is kind of heavy. I'm either going to 5-frame nukes, double nukes, or at least 8-frame boxes. 10 frames are going to be too heavy. Unless I set up a hoist system. Thanks for watching. We'll get this glued together and painted.